One of the reasons that Attack on Titan is one of my favorite series is because of the action scenes. Here is my top 10 Attack on Titan fights. Seasons 1, 2, and 3. Season 4 Part 1 is not in this video. For those that have not seen it yet, go check it out. It is good. Anyways, let's get right into it. Coming in, first we have the Battle for Trost. This might not be a one-on-one fight, but it definitely is one that stands out in the series. The sheer carnage that occurs because of the gate being broken by the Colossal Titan yet again. Just 5 years after the Walmaria incident, everyone is once again in a state of panic, but cooler heads like Dot Pixis, the Southern Region commander of the Garrison Regiment, fortunately prevail and rally the troops behind Eren's newfound Titan Shifter ability. Though many had their fears and doubted him, this was the first of many fights that Eren would prove himself in throughout the series. Also, Armin, as we see many times later on, comes through with the save. Many lives were lost, and this battle showed the audience that they really don't care about taking out minor characters left and right here. Not just the nameless military characters are the ones getting killed. It speaks deeper into reality. Despite my personal feelings on war, those soldiers who go to war all have names and can be taken out in battle at the drop of a dime. Attack on Titan is not afraid of showing that. This, however, is the first triumph against the Titans. It's iconic and it paves the way for the rest of the series. Up next we have Levi's squad versus the female Titan. Levi's squad fights Annie in her Titan form in the forest, minus Gunther as he was killed by her human form before she transformed for the second time. Oluo, Eld, and Petra, also known as the only one that some people seem to remember for some reason, showed their great teamwork when taking on the female Titan, but unfortunately get killed before being able to deliver a finishing blow. This fight right here showed the true power of the Titan Shifters against live opponents rather than seeing them break down a wall like in episode 1. The fact that Annie was able to shift her regeneration to recover one eye in half the time rather than regrowing both as normal was a great move. Titan Shifter versus some of the best fighters in the Survey Corps. They were used to fighting regular Titans with relative ease, but this was just a bit too much for them to handle, at least without their captain. The tactics shown from both sides were just great. Next up, Levi versus the female Titan. This is one of the first times we really get to see Levi fight, and a clear indication of the vast difference of skill between Levi and his squad from the previous episode. His squad had just finished fighting the female Titan and tragically lost. Levi steps in and saves Mikasa, who had rushed in to fight the female Titan in an attempt to save Eren, who she had swallowed. The fact that Annie has the endurance to do back-to-back fights like this speaks volumes on her training, strength, and resolve, as well as shows the level of cautiousness that must be exerted when dealing with a foe of unknown ability. This fight goes to the win of Levi and Mikasa though, as they saved Eren, which was the main goal despite Annie getting away. Next up, we have Eren versus the female Titan. Attack on Titan fights seem to be pretty quick, but this one right here was one of the longer ones. Seriously, it took like half the episode it seems. Annie has nowhere to run, really, as her identity has been confirmed already. It's simply a matter of being able to take her down now. Two forces of similar strength with strong conviction and passion going at it throughout the district. The sheer amount of damage caused because of their fight is heavy. Buildings destroyed, people thrown into disarray and crushed. It's brutal. The fight they had in the forest didn't hold this level of destruction. Eren learns from that first fight, however, as well as the fights they've had back during their cadet training, and manages to overtake Annie this time. The fact that so many civilians and soldiers can't help but watch helplessly makes it all the more imperative that Eren pulls through and stops Annie's rampage, which he did. Next up, Eren versus the Armored Titan. Just like with the fight against the female Titan, Eren is extremely distraught at the fact that the person he looked up to, Reiner, is the Armored Titan, the one who destroyed the gate and broke the wall along with the Colossal Titan back in episode 1. All that rage, built up tension, and hatred he has is now directed towards his former friend and big brother to the squad. Eren takes that, turns it up a notch, and goes all out against Reiner. Mikasa's efforts to help him in the fight by attacking the armored titan with her sword just wind up futile due to his armor, and show just how desperate she was to take down Reiner as well to save Eren, as usual. What makes this fight even better is the fact that Eren uses his fighting style he learned from Annie against Reiner in his Titan form to beat him. It's ironic. Unfortunately, Reiner was saved by the Colossal Titan, though, and they escape with Eren. Next up, we have Levi versus Kenny's squad. Kenny Ackerman gets introduced with a bang, quite literally, in fact. That Ackerman power must come with Spidey sense or something, because it's like Levi felt Kenny sneaking up on him somehow, which saved him from taking a bullet to the head like Nifa did, unfortunately. I guess it doesn't hurt that he was actually raised by Kenny for a while and knows his tactics. Sure comes in handy when your former, stepfather is now your freaking, enemy, I guess? Levi has no qualms against killing humans if they are the enemy, and he knows the ruthlessness and skill that Kenny possesses, and defends himself against him and his whole squad single-handedly until he makes it to meet back up with his squad. The animation in this scene, like all Levi fight scenes, is stunning to say the least. The time they put into this show, especially these fight scenes, truly shows in instances just like this one. And it is amazing. Next up, Levi squad versus Kenny squad. This is one of the only fights here that's not against a Titan, and it's one of the best in the series. Just like the previous fight, Levi's squad have their ODM gear, and Kenny's squad have their anti-personnel ODM gear. Sword versus guns. Obviously, you would think Kenny's squad has the advantage with them having more range and all, which is why I think this is once again a fight where strategy made all the difference. On top of that, Kenny's squad is from the Interior Police, which are trained and equipped to fight humans, while the Survey Corps are trained to fight Titans. Fighting humans was a situation they didn't think they would ever be in, and was against their training and morals, which put them at a disadvantage, but they still managed to come out on top. Strategy is key. Up next, we have Levi squad versus Armored Titan. This fight and the next ones all take place over the course of 5 episodes. It's pretty dang long, I know. In this first part of the battle, Eren and Reiner go at it again in their Titan forms. You gotta love a rematch, right? This time, Eren has the ability to harden and uses that to damage Reiner's armor, and doesn't have to rely just on grappling moves to fight him like he did in their first fight. On top of that, the Survey Corps have Thunder Spears now, which are strong enough to destroy his armor, and made pretty much for that purpose. Really, they were invented to freaking beat Reiner, more or less. Yet again, though, he was saved by, again, the Colossal Titan, Bertolt. And this wouldn't be the last time that Eren and Reiner would go at it, however. Watch season 4, you see what I mean. Next up, we have Levi versus the Beast Titan. The fight that everyone was waiting for. Also one of the shortest fights in this whole series, straight and to the point. Levi is filled with the conviction and passion for taking out the Beast Titan due to the horrible scene prior where 90% of the remaining Survey Corps was wiped out, and Eren's last command to him was, yo, go defeat that Beast Titan, Levi. I'm yo, man, you're the only one I can count on, man. You gotta defeat him, okay? I leave this up to you. Never before has this many deaths taken place, especially so intentionally, just to take down one enemy. It's basically a suicide charge. The weight that's on Levi's shoulders was heavy, and he did his job until the Car Titan saved him. Regardless, Levi destroyed him and left him with some pretty heavy PTSD. Zeke probably woke up in cold sweats from the absolute pulverizing that Levi gave him from this fight. Now guys, before I get to the last on the list, just gonna remind you guys to subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Follow the channel on Twitch, Instagram, and Twitter. And of course, I do have a Discord server for the channel. You can come, hang out, talk, and all that good stuff. You know what it is. Links in the description box below, as always. Now, last but not least, we have Eren and Armin versus the Colossal Titan.
These are your final
Once
moments.
again, Armin with the strategies. Who would have thought that he'd be the one to sacrifice himself to defeat one of their biggest enemies? Literally. They say if you can't take the heat, then get out of the kitchen. Armin put himself in front of the overwhelming steam from the Colossal Titan alone in order to give Eren enough of a distraction to sneak around and take it out. This was probably pretty unexpected from someone like Armin, who always came across as intelligent, but perhaps a bit nervous and unsure of himself. He made the decision that basically saved the world. Granted, his sacrifice changed when he became the new Colossal Titan, but who more deserved that immense power than the person who thought of the strategy to take him down to begin with? Unfortunately, this also now shortened his life, or rather extended it for another 13 years when you consider that this fight put him on his deathbed. That is top 10 fights, Attack on Titan, seasons 1 through 3. What do you guys think? Feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below with your own favorite fights from Attack on Titan. And of course, stay tuned for more, because more is on the way. This is ENT, and I am OUT.